Hi, this is Bob Kraus from Facility Services, and today we're going to talk about scheduling conference rooms in Outlook. Our topics are the basics of scheduling conference rooms, viewing room availability using shared calendars, viewing room availability using the scheduling assistant, and also information and resources about meeting rooms. In this first topic, we will go over the basics of scheduling conference rooms using Outlook. First of all, when you open up Outlook and go to your calendar and you want to create an event, the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you are on your calendar. If you are on another calendar such as the conference rooms calendar, that's not the place to start an event. You will want to make sure that you click on your calendar, start the invitation from there. So now at this point you can see your free time and you will be able to start scheduling. So here, let me go ahead and I'm just going to click here and open up a new appointment. Now at this point I'm going to click on Scheduling Assistant, and the Scheduling Assistant is a really nice place to find out the availability of the people that you're inviting and also of the room, which is what we're focusing on. So let's say I'm going to make this on Wednesday from 10 to 11. That's going to be my meeting. I can make the meeting longer or shorter just by dragging the borders. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a room. So I'm going to go down here to the Add Rooms button, click there. And here is all the rooms in all the campuses. So we want to narrow it down, and we're going to do that by typing S&T. And that's going to give us our S&T conference rooms. So now I'm going to select one that I want to reserve. I'm going to go down here and find this one right here. And I'm going to click on Rooms to populate this text box and then click OK. Now once I've added that room to my invite or to my scheduling assistant here, you'll see that it is showing other events that have already been scheduled in this room. Here it is clear, so it looks like we have a green light. We should be able to go ahead and continue inviting our people and scheduling this room. So at this point here, you'll notice that it's an attendee. Like all the attendees, the room will be in here too. Now when I click send, it's going to contact the room, and if the room is available, it's going to give me an email back saying that it has accepted the invite. My meeting was accepted. Now I want to show you what happens if you book on top of somebody else's meeting. So I'm going to go back to the scheduling assistant here, and I'm going to demonstrate. Let's say I come over here and I'm going to attempt to book this meeting on top of this other meeting. You can see here this meeting is taking up that space, and I'm trying to book on top of that. I'll go ahead and send again, and what it'll do, you see it's unbooked it from the previous date, and now it's here, and you can see now it's declined. It says here your request is declined because there are conflicts. So if everything's good, you get an acceptance. If everything is not good with the room, then you'll get a decline. It will not accept it if you're trying to book on top of somebody else's meeting. So I can go back here, double click here to open this up, go back to the scheduling assistant. Okay, that didn't work, so let me go ahead and just drag this guy back over here onto this day, and I'll schedule it right here. I'll click send, which just sends the invites back out again. I should see here the meeting is accepted again. In this topic, we are going to go over scheduling conference rooms in Outlook using shared calendars to find availability of rooms. Hi there, this is Bob Kraus, And in this lesson, I'm going to talk about viewing room availability using shared calendars. Recall in the basics, you wanted to make sure that you were on your personal calendar in order to create a meeting. Now I have no other calendars open, as you can see, but if I were to add a couple, you'll see then the tabs would start popping up. So I'm on my calendar here. But I just want to point out on the left-hand side here, I do have a category called rooms. Right here I have 2 rooms that are in general services, and I can just click on those to turn them on, and you can see now I have them overlapping or overlaying on top of my calendar. I'm going to show you how to add another room to this. So I'm going to just right-click on rooms and then click Add Calendar from the room list. And when I do this, I get that room selection dialog. Again, for us, we're typing S&T. And let's see, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to find my favorite room, which is Pick Presentation. I'm going to choose rooms there. And by clicking OK, you'll notice now not only does it appear, but I see it down on my list now. This is a good place to keep the rooms that you always use or commonly use available so that you can see availability. Now notice that when I did open this up, it opened as a separate calendar. If I want that to overlay, I will just click the little arrow there, and that will overlay on top. Again, when I want to create the meeting, I want to make sure that I click on my calendar before I do so. But here you can see the availability of the different meeting rooms I have, which ones may be available for me to book a meeting. In this topic, we are going to talk about scheduling conference rooms in Outlook using the Scheduling Assistant to find availability of rooms. Now, Scheduling Assistant is a really great tool to find the availability of people and also of rooms, where you can then adjust the time and the day of the meeting in a very dynamic way. So first of all, I'm going to create a meeting, but I want to make sure that I click on my personal calendar in order to start that. So here I've clicked on that. I'm going to go ahead and double click here to open up a meeting dialog. And then I'm going to click on Scheduling Assistant to get to the Scheduling Assistant. Here I can actually add rooms and verify that they're available or not. So we can do multiple rooms. This is really a great tool. So I'm going to go ahead and include general services rooms, put those in there, and then I'm going to go down and include this room. So I've got 3 rooms, and I'm going to click OK. So it looks like I've invited 3 different rooms. Here now you can see that each room has its availability. This one here has a training that ends at 12. This one here has training that starts at 12:30. So what I can do then is find the room. Let's say my meeting is longer than a half hour. Maybe it's an hour. Well, I can see that this room here is available all the way during that time. But let's say I need more room. That's a small conference room. So I need one of these 2. Oh, I can use this meeting room during this time. So what I can do is then say, okay, I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to unclick these, and that deselects them, and then I'm going to click Send. And you'll notice that the meeting pops up with the meeting room that I had selected. I'd kept selected. The other 2 are gone. And then if I look in my mail, I'll see the room has accepted. In this topic, we will talk about meeting room resources that we have available on the web. If you go to https://designconstruction.mst.edu, you'll be able to see services for campus departments. That shows you shared meeting rooms. Also on that page is information about meeting rooms, instructions on scheduling a room, and also conference room scheduling kiosks. In this section, I'm going to talk about some of the resources that we have available on the S&T website. If you point your browser to designconstruction.mst.edu, you get to this page here, the Design, Construction, and Space Management front page. On the right-hand side here, there's a section called Services for Campus Departments, and in there is a link called Shared Meeting Rooms. So if we click there, you'll find information about meeting rooms, also instructions on how to schedule a room, also some information about the scheduling kiosks, and also a meeting room listing. Now this listing will be growing as we add more meeting rooms into this page. What it does though, it shows you the building, the room, what type of conference room it is, how many people it seats, which is really great, and then also the equipment that they have. If you do have any other questions, you can always contact Design and Construction Management by either emailing or calling, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thank you so much.